Hello everyone, we are checking out one of my favorite games from last year that was just added on Xbox and PC Game Pass. This was available on PC last year, but it just released on Xbox consoles this year due to exclusivity stuff. But this is Deathloop, and I like Deathloop a lot. I love Arkane, the developers of Deathloop and Prey and Dishonored series. Like, they're killing it. They always kill it. But Deathloop is a game that released last year. It was on my top 10 list, and it's an immersive sim, but it is it's almost like an introductory immersive sim. I feel like calling immersive sims even weird in itself, because, I don't know. It's just kind of very good for introducing people to this genre. And for that, I think it's great. So yeah, check this game out. Hey, if you've never heard of Deathloop, play this game. This game's awesome. But let's get into it. I'm just going to try to figure out, let's take out one of these visionaries first. Well, that's not necessarily a visionary lead, but it's fine. Let's go here. All right. I might as well explain this stuff, yeah, before we just jump in. So, Deathloop is a time loop game. Last year was huge with time loop games, and it's got invasions. We'll get into that later, though. Basically, the way it works is that these are all distinct levels that have 4 different kind of variations throughout the day. There's like morning, afternoon, evening, or what, I don't know. I don't remember the way but it's, you know the different times of day. What are the different times of day? I don't know. I'm on a roll here, so we're going with it. But you can pick basically which level you want to go into from at the start of the day, and then you go to noon, and then there's afternoon, then evening. There you go. Thank you, game. Thank you for that. Wait until noon. Oh god, this is embarrassing already. I'm gonna vomit. Okay. Deathloop. This is a game in which you got to kill 8 people on this island to break the time loop that you're in. That's all I'm really gonna say about the story. I was a little bit rough on the story when I talked about this game last year. I've kind of chilled out on it, and supposedly they have added a free update. This is important for anyone who played Deathloop. They added a free update that adds on to the ending, kind of extends it the way they've kind of said. So I'm interested in seeing how that works out, because that was one of my main issues with the original game is, well, this is the original game, but that was when it originally released, was just how the story kind of really, kind of ends with a whimper in a lot of ways. But we're just going to go into this. I don't want to necessarily explain all this stuff. You got to load out. Let's just get into it, though. Because the only thing I can do with that, the start, we'll finish this level, hopefully. And then we'll go and maybe do an invasion. Do you want to see an invasion? One of the people that you got to kill is an assassin that's trying to kill you, and actual players will invade your game if you have online on, or if you don't, it's going to be an AI. Okay, it's your daughter trying to kill you. Sorry. Most of the story is very upfront in this game, so this isn't a huge spoiler. Okay.
Why would you do
but yeah, this is a if you play any games like Dishonored or any of the Shock series, System Shock, BioShock, all that stuff. Immersive sims are very big on PC right now. Immersive sims are basically, I don't love the term for them, but it's basically, when it's talking about immersive, it means that you have as much options as you would in real life, roughly. It's about giving you, oh, okay. We got an invasion going on, actually, so let's do that. It's gonna be actual person too. Okay, let's go. I got a silenced gun here, so it's gonna be hard to explain everything in this game, but let's get into it. So I've got 2 powers. You get powers from the people you kill, the actual 8 main people. Okay, and one of them is just Blink from Dishonored, which we'll show you that in a minute. I just ripped that guy's face backwards. I am sorry. That's disgusting. Just listen to that. Okay. Audio logs. These are all basically, just levels in themselves that they do have small variations sometimes between the different times of day, but it ends up being major in others. I do like that quite a bit. Okay. And this text all over the world is something that's unique to this too. So I will explain some about Juliana. Anna. That's my Kentucky accent coming through. So Juliana, can I? Yeah, let's hit her in the face. Oh, okay. This is bad because that means once you are seen, that means you can be seen by Juliana too. So she knows where I was seen at. This is all a giant mess so far. I just used the power called Nexus, which means whatever I do to one enemy does it to all of them. That's also a power from Dishonored. This game is basically, I think what I called it is Arkane's greatest hits last year. It's not the best of any of them, but it's definitely not the worst of any of their games. But it is just, it feels like them trying to get mass market in a way that overall does, but it's kind of missing some of the heart, and it's a little bit too easy to actually do things. That's kind of my major complaint too. Okay, so I'm here to kill Harriet over there. She's one of the people I got to kill. But whenever Juliana invades your game, oh, there she is. Kill her. Oh! I got her. That's perfect. That's the first time I've ever killed them. Okay, I did die, but you have basically 2 revives automatically. That's kind of how it gives the Cole some sort of a buffer. Once she dies, though, she is done. This Residuum we'll explain later. This Residuum that I'm picking up is, yeah, it's like kind of like Dark Souls. Let's see what she got. Ooh, good stuff. Okay, this is a whole new power. Awesome. Give me that. No, let's do, I don't really want Nexus. Okay, it's a shotgun. Let's go with, let's go with this shotgun. So basically the way this game works is it's sort of a, you know, I don't like, it's definitely not a roguelike, you know, 100% not that. But it's sort of got a lot of elements of it, in which, like, hey, you die, you got to pick up your stuff. That's like a Souls thing more than a roguelike. But because you're on a time loop, okay, she placed. These are all her mines all around. But because, ooh, okay, makes me invisible. But because she got in my game, I have to actually hack this to leave. So that's kind of the other way you can fight back against her. You can't kill her though, or well, sorry, this is a lot going on. You cannot. You have to either kill her or do this though to leave. That's the only options, or you die. She kills you. Ooh. Shut up. So here we go. Let me explain some of the basics with this game. You see, like Dishonored, very, you know, it's a stealth game. This game, it's not really a stealth game, 100%. So all the AI disappears when you kill them. It's very, what's the word for it? Very, blanking on the word, what am I? It's not punishing. It's not punishing. There you go. I don't know. It's not punishing. Sorry. I'm recording this video at a different time, and there is just a lot going on in this game. There is. But hey, at least we killed Juliana. We are moving on. And by the way, yes, I am just going to make a mess, because I don't want to do this stealthy. Oh, got behind me. Whoop. You got dodge, which I like a lot. Whoop. Okay. Give me some of that health. Shooting in this game is, like, I think this game plays very well, and it is satisfying. It's just, when you compare it to Arkane's other games, like, Arkane's other games, you have to invest yourself more. That's the whole thing with Immersive Sim, is that you have to give yourself over to its world and actually treat it like you would treat it in actual life. You know, ooh, got that. This is a lot easier to get into. That's why I recommend, hey, if anyone wants, you know, more experience with this genre, which, I mean, BioShock's a good entry point too, but this is a great entry point. Okay, let's go Invisi. He's gonna keep firing there. Ooh. So that paint thing there, that is a new enemy type that is with the free update they added. I haven't messed with it a ton. Killed them, but that's about it. Let's keep moving. I guess that's it. Yeah. But yeah, this, I don't know. I don't want to go into too many details about this game's world and stuff like that. I think the art style of this game is very good. The sense of style, all that stuff. Like, this game is a very very well put together game. But it is also just missing some of that je ne sais quoi that just Arkane's other games do. But I'm really excited for their new game next year, Redfall, because they're kind of bringing a co-op shooter at, you know, entry into this immersive sim kind of genre. Is this her? No, it's just her hanger. Yeah, this is one of those paint bombs.
Just in time for the show.
This person gonna fall down? So there are events that happen throughout the level. I mean, this is sort of like a Hitman game. It doesn't have as many options, I'll definitely say, but you know, very similar. Like, there's events that happen, and can I make my way over there? There's events that happen throughout the level, and then they happen at specific times of the day. So to actually figure out ways around them, you have to be there specific times of the day. Sometimes beat the timer. Whoa! Oh yeah, it's a. Oh, let's go down. So let's go busy. This is hard. You know, I thought Metal Hellsinger was hard to play while talking about, but man, Deathloop.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill you after tomorrow.
Can I do something with them? Everyone in this game's stuck in a time loop, so if anybody says anything weird, that's what it's coming to. So I gotta make my way in here to kill her. There she is. I'm not gonna make my way in there. One thing that I just learned, similar to Prey, you can shoot buttons to open things. I did not know that. Prey even has, which I hate Prey, one of the best games of last generation. Play Prey. Both Preys. Let's get them. All right. So, but yeah, I'm trying to kill this lady in here. That's it. She's right there behind this thing. So, I'm sorry if this is kind of haphazard. Here we go. Got it. Yeah, give me that audio log or whatever it is. Bargaining chips. What is that? I don't think I ever picked that one up before. But you're figuring out different things as you're, you know, exploring the environment of like, how can you kill these people differently? How can you kill them? And your whole goal, though, ultimately, is to kill everybody in one run. And she's dead now. But that's your whole goal with this game, is to kill all these different 8 visionaries in one run, and then you end the loop. And yeah, this game came out at a time where there was a lot of time loop games coming out. You know, this came out like, what, a year after Outer Wilds, which is incredible. It came out around the time of Forgotten City. 12 Minutes was last year. There's a lot of stuff, time and loop wise. And this game kind of handled it in the worst way of any of them. It kind of handled it in the most half-assed way. Not necessarily in a complaint. Like, I think they could have done a better job, you know, melding a time loop game with... Oh, hi. Don't fire, don't fire, don't fire! Okay, she's not gonna tell anybody. This game did an admirable job of combining time loop games with... Give me that. With immersive sims. But, ultimately, you know, other games in this genre of time loop games, no matter if it's top-down or what, handled time loops more in a, I would say, like, more of a important way than this game. This game, it's more like, hey, I explained to you exactly how this game's a time loop game at the very beginning. There's 4 different levels. You can go there 4 different times a day. Every day, the day resets. That's it. You start over the day. Here we go. I'm in the zone right now, y'all. I'm in the zone. Okay. Every day you start over. You start off with the same weapons, unless you get enough residuum to basically keep weapons in between days. And then you can do weapons, powers, all that stuff. Or you just don't even need to do it. And then you just... But... Okay, back to it. One of the major complaints of this game is that it really does lead you through its time loop stuff. Like, the whole hook with this game was like, okay, you got to kill these 8 people in one run. You got to figure it out. This game leads you through that process 100%. So if I got these visionary leads, it tells me basically how to kill each one. Or at least what to do to start killing each one. Okay, guy coming. Shut up. You see just like how, if like I played this compared to Dishonored, and yeah, Dishonored doesn't have like fully automatic weapons, but you compare this to Dishonored and it's like a whole different game. And even Prey. Whoa. Whoa, he's blowing up. Yeah. Unalive bomber. He's an unalive bomber. I gotta. Okay, sorry. Had another S-word problem. Unalive bomber. That's you know. I follow YouTube stuff. I know how you get shadow banned. You all. I know how. Where are you going? Come here. But I do love the 70s kitschy kind of look of this game. Okay, let's just get out of here. These guys aren't that chill. Whoop. Whoop. But yeah, the enemies in this game are not too punishing. This is a great immersive sim for people to kind of get into, and because it doesn't even necessarily feel like one, but and that's why I don't like calling it that. But if like Arkane's type of games, this is a great way to get introduced to it. I don't think it was hugely successful. I know I had a lot of problems with the online last year whenever it initially came out, like with invading and stuff like that. But hey, we killed her. We're gonna invade a game too, by the way. Since we got through everything, I'll show a little bit of this residuum. I'm sorry, you all, if this is confusing. It's just a lot to explain. It's gonna be a week for things to explain. I gotta do a video on Hyper Demon. If anyone's seen Hyper Demon, that's gonna be a can of worms itself. Okay, but let's go through all this stuff. So you have 2 powers you can bring into a mission. You get powers from the people you kill. So because I killed her, she dropped this. I think she always drops this, by the way. But if I go this residuum, you see I got like 27,000, whatever. I could basically, oh, awesome. I do have this. Cool. But that is awesome. I didn't think I had that. But any of these weapons, so like say this weapon I just picked up, it's got a perk attached to it, and say I really do like it. I can infuse it, which means that I can use it on every single run from that point on. But the powers are the most important. So we will infuse this. So this means that any time on a run, I can always use this ether ability. Or aether, whatever you want to call it. What else should I do? This is a nice one. Yeah, let's do this one, because that's like a mythic or something. Next is projectiles, honing on. We will, and you can also sacrifice ones you don't use that you find on a run, so we'll do some of these I don't really care about. Yeah, I don't need this many straight shooters. Jeez, all right. I think that's good. Any weapons? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay, let's see if that's enough to get this. No, I need 10,000. Ah, well. We'll figure that out later. Let's back out because it'll save that. But that's when you're playing as Colt. That is the main experience of this game. That is where you're going to get basically all your content. But you can play as Juliana also and invade people's games. She does have her own progression. I did not mess too much with this at the release just because the online was not stable. I would get kicked out of games a lot. Internet, like, you know, match quality was not great. I will say it seems like they've gotten a lot of those issues sorted out. The way you level up is by doing these like challenges. You know, like win 2 invasions in a row, but it's also there's undiscovered feats that I've not figured out yet. That's basically how you unlock and move forward. Won twice, have not died yet, but that's not anything to brag about with this game because if you play it online, you are going to die a lot to Juliana. Like, just adding another random player in there is going to really add a lot to, you know, the proceedings. So it is hard. But you, at any point, I want to say you can change this to either only friends can invade you, or you can play it single player, or you can play online. Now, if you do play it single player, an AI is going to come after you, but the AI is going to be way easier. But without further ado, let's invade a timeline. You can invade a friend's timeline if you want to pick that specifically, but we just picked random. can still customize the stuff, which I do like. I don't want to mess out around with more of this stuff at release. I'll say for the Xbox Series X version, that's what I'm playing this on. It runs very well. It does have a quality filter where you can either do, you know, you want to favor quality over performance. Whenever I favored quality, I noticed, I didn't know if this was at the original PS5 release, but it does a really cool effect where if you reload your gun, it does depth of field in front of you, just for a little bit, and it's not a huge amount of depth of field, but if anyone played Black back in the day on the Xbox PS2, very similar to that. But I started running into some frame rate issues when I started going in particular levels and particular times of the day, so not anything too big, but definitely, you know, some drops. So I switched it to favor performance, and I've had no issues since then. So it does run great on Xbox Series X at least. Hopefully we can get into a game. Okay, we are in. Speaking of which, you can also unlock different costumes. Ooh, let's get rid of this. Yeah, I want this. Yeah. I'm sorry this... I really am surprised this game has took me this long to explain. Because I've already talked about it once on my channel. But... Hey. Oh, it's got crossplay too. Cool, cool, cool. I wonder what the additional content in this is like. They did add additional weapons and stuff. What? They did add additional content on both the PS5 and this version that, you know, adds to the ending. I wonder if that could be to set up a sequel, because... Whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening? Okay. Woo! As Juliana, the AI doesn't react to you, but you also have this ability. You can basically take over them to where they switch places. I'm basically look like an AI now. This weapon. But it's not great, bro. What's this dude doing? Oh. Okay. What is this dude doing? So I'm gonna pick him. Because... Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Okay, good. So, Colt was just seen around here. I mean, Colt's tunnel will open momentarily. Oh, damn. Is he over here? I don't think he was all the way up here. Because that's the thing. He's got to hack it. Oh, what are you doing? What? What? What is going on? What is happening? Leave me alone, you all. This game's weird. Yeah, so the online infrastructure is not 100% fixed. And hey, it is a lot to juggle. But Colt's got to come here, so it kind of gives you a spot to hang out while you're waiting for him. Because if they want to leave, they got to come through me. Boy. Juliana's got her own specific weapons. I'm not saying you can't find those weapons, like, you know, strewn about the environment. I'm sure, because this game has loads of weapons that all with mostly unique perks. Usually it doesn't matter that much. Like perks and everything, like the shooting and stealth in this game is very haphazard. It's very much like it's hard to... It does not require a ton of effort. It does not. But still, what's here is very good. I just have high standards when it comes to Arkane, primarily. Oh, all right. A little bit laggy there. A little bit laggy. Let's see. Let's set up some trip mines. Okay, good. I cannot activate that stuff. So Juliana has trip mines compared to... What's the face? I just blew up something, so never mind. Okay. placing these. I think those are pretty hidden spots. I don't know, like, yeah, like the time of day or anything. I don't know if there is a visionary here. There's certain levels where it's like, okay, I know where this visionary is going to be at, so I can kind of, if this person is going for the visionary instead of me, I can go for him. This game's cursy. Cursy game. What's interesting is, like, he was seen, so I don't understand why, like, tunnels are now open. Maybe they, like, died and respawned back at the beginning, or... Oh, yeah, Frank. Yeah, I know this level. This is a hard level. It's one of the hardest. Oh, hey. Yeah, man. Dead. Suck it, Dad. Take that, Ghost Dad. Take it. I'm sorry, Ghost Dad. Okay. Ooh. I guess I haven't explained. These powers basically use effectively mana. You have health and mana. Like, I mean, hey, if you've played, there's a lot of things I kind of take for granted for Arkane games at this point. Ooh, there he is. See him? Ooh. So he's definitely coming over here. He went that way. Ooh. Woo! Ah, I got him. So I just basically blinked right into him. Okay, they're dead. I feel bad now. But hey, we killed him. Gotta rank ourselves up, though, you know? We gotta do it. And we hate our dads around here, right? Everyone hates their dads. Ranked up level 7. Bye. Give me all this stuff. Okay. Well, this is Deathloop. It's kind of hard to explain everything I've learned. But so, I mean, like, you can't really go wrong with this game. It was number 6 or 5 on my Game of the Year list last year. I loved my time with it. I really did. It is a fantastic Arkane game. Arkane can do no wrong, but it is also Arkane's most accessible title, but that also comes with its own drawbacks. But in turn, I can recommend this to almost anyone as long as you're into shooters, because it can be a lot to take in at first, but as long as you stick with it, this game is, like, very good. It's not necessarily, if you want a great story, maybe don't come to this. It's not the best story. I don't know. I don't care what they've added since this release. Like, what's here is it's very front-loaded with story. It's got an interesting world, but actually what's going on is, I mean, you're in a time loop. What can really happen? So, hey, you know. But this is Deathloop. And I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this, like the video down below. I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and most of the weekends. My What's New on Gamepass series is the videos I post Tuesday and Thursday, I should say. Next week, I've got quite a few videos lined up. It's a banging time for Game Pass, so I'm not sure what I'm going to lead off with next week. I know Hardspace Shipbreaker released at the same time as this on Game Pass, so you can expect to see that soon. It's one of my favorite games of the year. Love that game. We got some other stuff. You got Immortality. You've got some other stuff I've covered, but as is, I really enjoyed my time with Deathloop. I definitely recommend it to almost anyone. I'm going to be messing around a lot more with the invasion mode because I've finished it and I can kind of just, you know, do whatever I want with this version. So that'll be fun. And I'll, you know, I think I will play this additional content because I trust in Arkane. I trust in Arkane. If you all add some new stuff, I will check it out. So that's it, though. That's it. We are done with this loop. Unless you please hit the loop button on the video, please, just for Deathloop's sake, not for my view count, please. Thanks you all. Bye-bye.